is whatever spirit, careless of his charge, his post neglects or leaves the fair at large, shall feel sharp vengeance soon o'ertake his sins, and stopped in vials, or transfixed with pins, or plunged in lakes of bitter washes lie, or wedged whole ages in a bodkin's eye. Gums and pomatum shall his flight restrain, while clogged he beats his silken wings in vain. So, yeah, if you mess up as a sylph, you got some bad things coming to you. Automatically. And what's the number one duty of a sylph? To attend the fair lady, Belinda. Ariel's whole world is Belinda. But then, interestingly, in the next canto, no, line 91, back in line 91, still in canto 2, line 91. We learn these are not the first category of sylphs. These are like the lesser sylphs. Who knew there were lesser sylphs? So, what's their job? Line 91.
To tend the fair.
Our humbler province is to tend the fair. Yes. We are the beauty, cosmetic, giant shampoo commercial fairies. Okay? Nothing more, nothing less. That's why we're here. We're here to attend beauty with a capital B. So that Belinda is gorgeous at all times. So here we go with some more tongue-in-cheek humor that not only has Pope come up with these sylphs, but these are secondary sylphs. These are like just the beauty, the surface appearance sylphs. So not sure where he's going with that, but it's kind of funny. Canto 3. Now we get the battle. The battle. And Pope is showing off again here, too, because this is an obscure card game that has a name. It's called Ombre. And it involves 9 cards in hand. Belinda is seated at the table playing cards with the Baron, who's interested in her, and some other poor guy who is, I don't think he even gets a name. So she's playing cards, and Pope really knows his game because he goes into infinite detail about these cards, which cards they are, which ones she lays down, you know, moment by moment, play by play. It's like the World Championship of Poker, except even more boring. Anybody watch that on TV? I cannot believe they televised that. Anyway, it's like that, but like in poetic form. So what could be more exciting, right? So Pope knows his game, and this epic battle takes place on this playing field. But once again, we're talking Alice in Wonderland. The cards take on their little personalities, and where are the sylphs? Again, they are attending. They're there, right? Ariel sits perched on his card, watching. All the others are watching, making sure that she doesn't have her hair out of place, and her makeup's not smudged, but mostly they're watching and keeping her safe. Okay. Belinda is playing against the Baron. And the interesting thing is, he doesn't have a chance of winning. Why? Because Pope has already stacked the deck in her favor. So here you go. We've got some elevation going on here. Okay. If you're going to write a poem to smooth over a rocky patch between a girl and a guy, you make the girl look really good, right? So that's what he's going to do. She's going to win this game, by golly, even if she has to cheat to do it. But perhaps she doesn't know that she's cheating. We'll see. Now, so we've got the battle of the cards, but we also have mirrored the battle of the sexes. So once again, You've got reflection going on here. And lots of light, mirrors, tricks, flowery wording. Don't be fooled by all that. It's very funny if you keep plowing through the language. Now we've reached the central moment. What's the simple action, the simple action that's described as the rape of the lock? He cuts off a lock of hair. That's it. My son just did that recently. It's not that big a deal. And yet, look, he's almost 4 cantos into this long poem to talk about scissors cutting a lock of hair. And it's not just that. It's like all fancy wording. And what gets in there? A sylph. A sylph. Oh no, that poor little guy. He's Ariel, yeah. He gets caught in between the blades of the scissors. And the scissors close up and he divides them in half. But that's okay, because he will unite again. Don't worry. He's a sylph and he's airy, and it's all right. But it's there. What's going on? Okay. So the Baron manages to steal a lock of hair from Belinda. And oh, if you think she might have been mad before, that's nothing compared to how completely indignant she is that he dared do such a thing. All right, so we can take a moment. Why is it called the rape of the lock? Because she doesn't want to. Okay, so let's get a little political here. I hope you wrote all that down. Rape. Oh, bad word. Lots of political baggage. Okay, but simply put, rape can be described as taking, whatever that might be, taking without consent. So once again, in the very title of Pope's poem, we have another instance of elevating the language to rape. It's not rape as we know it in today's terms, and consent and the issues of who he said and she said, although that's what we see in today's media. Here it's the simple theft of a lock of hair, and yet, boy, let's just light a match and throw it into the grill, right? Just super saturate that grill with the lighter fluid of wording. So, bearing that in mind, again, it's a very simple action under this crazy title, the rape of the lock. And some people are like, so that's it? that's really it? Yes, that's really it. So this all mystery aside. Now, who's crushed? The sylphs. They're beside themselves. Oh my gosh, now they're due for all this punishment that just got listed a few lines back, because it happened on their watch. They neglected their duty. Oh, Belinda has been violated. In some small way, but still, it happened and it's their fault. So they're crushed and they fly away and they're devastated.
They flew away?
They flew away. Maybe they might come back, but they're doing their penance. They're really upset. Okay. And finally, we go to the Cave of Spleen. The Cave of Spleen. Now, if you think back to Odysseus and his little voyage to the underworld, boy, everybody's miserable there, aren't they? And there's no heaven, there's no opposite place. Everybody ends up in the underworld. There's no choice. And dang, it's an awful place.